Nehalem Valley Care Center. For this presentation, I interviewed Lynn Lee Bartline, Human Resource and Staffing Coordinator at Nehalem Valley Care Center. The four subjects that I will be talking about is recruitment, retention, training and development, and employee assessment, and how NVCC does all these. NVCC's mission is to provide a quality of care that not only meets but exceeds the expectations of our residents and their loved ones in a home-like environment. Recruitment. Some of the ways that Nehalem Valley Care Center recruits candidates is through social media, such as their Facebook page. An example of one of their posts is to the left, where they're looking for an LPN. They also advertise through their personal website and local papers such as the Headlight Herald and Tuesday Shopper. An example of this is down below on the left-hand side. They also have used Indeed to hire people, but something different that they're trying is the Indeed Hire, which is a form of a recruiter. Indeed Hire is a team of hiring specialists that use cutting-edge technology to deliver quality candidates to the company's inbox. Indeed Hire is different from traditional recruiting because of the technology that they use. This does cost NVCC 10% of the candidate's starting salary, but Indeed will fully refund the hiring fee if the candidate leaves for any reason before 30 days. Retention. Some of the ways that Nehalem Valley Care Center tries to retain good employees is that they offer competitive wages that are higher than most places in Tillamook County. The national average for CNAs just out of school is $13.31 an hour. NVCC's starting wage is $13.50. This is for someone that has no experience and has just gotten their certification. They pay up to $17 an hour depending on how many years experience the employee has. One of the other things that NVCC has started to do is they've started to offer a referral bonus, such as the example on the left-hand side. Any current employee that refers a new hire, as long as they put their name on the application, they'll receive a $500 bonus. 60 days after the employee is hired on, as long as that employee stays in good standings with the company. Another bonus that they've started doing is a sign-on bonus. There's an example of this on the right-hand side of the screen. In the new employee's job offer letter towards the bottom, it will say that they will receive a sign-on bonus, and for this example it's $2,000, and it'll tell how it's to be paid. So in this example, they'll receive a sign-on bonus of $2,000. It'll be paid monthly in $500 increments starting 60 days after employment, and then it'll state the day that it'll start, or the paycheck that it'll start on. The last sign-on bonus, or the last bonus that they offer, is for extra shifts that are picked up. So anything outside your normal hours that you work, they'll pay you a $100 bonus. Something else that they offer to try and keep employees is an EAP, which is Employee Assistance Program. This allows employees 3 counseling sessions for free for things like marital conflicts, conflicts at work, stress management, and more. They also help with researching elder care for you, child care, identity theft, and more. This also allows employees a free 30-minute legal consultation and up to a 25% discount thereafter. They also offer a 30-day free financial counseling, discount gym memberships, homeowner program assistance, and more. Training and development. As of right now, NVCC only offers new hire training, and then for continued education, it's just their monthly mandatory meetings. But since Oregon State Board of Nursing has made it mandatory that they offer continuing education, they're going to be starting a computer training where it has skill modules, and then once you complete those, you'll take a quiz at the end. That way they know what skills people need to work on and need to be retrained on. One recommendation that I would have is have something that the hospital does, which is a CNA skills fair, since a majority of Nehalem Valley Care Center staff is CNAs. This is done one time a year towards the beginning of the year, and all the CNAs are taken aside. Usually it's done 2 or 3 days so that if you're working, you can go on a day that you're not working. And they usually have physical therapists and other people that come and talk to the CNAs about any changes in laws as of to what skills they can and cannot do, and it just refreshes them on how to use lifts and things like that. Usually they also do a separate one for the nurses, so this could be something that could be looked into as continuing education. Employee assessment. According to Lindley Bartline, the HR and staffing coordinator, she said that one of the problems that I noticed when I first started was none of the employees were having their yearly reviews. When Lindley took over as HR and staffing coordinator, one of the first things she did was made sure that everyone started receiving their yearly employee reviews. The way that NVCC was doing their reviews, when they were doing them, was that the director of nursing would meet with the employee one-on-one, and they would go over different performance sections, and they would be rated from a 1 to a 4, 4 being very good and 1 being not so good. Now they've started using more of a 360-degree employee review, where they ask coworkers, residents, residents' family members, nurses, and other employees such as some of the managers. They'll ask them for input on the employee that's being reviewed. The nursing director will also come up with some goals that the employee should work on throughout the year. And they also want the employee that's being reviewed to also make goals for themselves to work on throughout the year. So in summary, Nehalem Valley Care Center has many people that have came and gone through the management positions and over the last 10 years. All of the department heads know that they have a lot of things that need to be fixed to make NVCC better, and they're up for the challenge. So far, NVCC has started trying new ways of advertising job openings. They've also put many things in place to try and retain employees, such as bonuses, the EAP, and things like that they were not doing before. Some other things that they might look into trying would be something like offering discounts to things like the Y, seeing if maybe like the movie theater will partner with them, because there's not a lot of things to do in Tillamook County. That's one of the reasons that the employees that they have, other than the burnout from the job, they move away because they move to bigger cities where there's more stuff for their children and for them to do. So they might look into partnering with some of the local businesses to offer discounts to employees, might be an idea. Another thing that they're looking into is new ways of educating employees and just continuing the training throughout the years. And another thing that they've started doing is they've started doing their yearly evaluations again. Lindley, along with other department heads, are always looking for new ways to improve Nehalem Valley Care Center and are always open to suggestions.